1 point. 1 point. That's what my team lost on my final math project this year. We were given a second shot, but with that second shot, there was no way of getting that extra point back. And that got me thinking, not about the grade, but how school sees mistakes. In school, mistakes are failures. Even when nobody says it, that's the message. You get one shot. You turn it in, and it gets graded. And whatever you got wrong becomes a permanent part on your record. Mistakes are not mistakes. They are numbers. Now, our teachers say all the time that we should have a growth mindset, that getting something wrong is part of getting better. I believe that. I think we all believe that. But there's one small problem. Schools doesn't. Growth mindset says learning is mastery, that whatever at all costs on your way to learning, so be it. But with schools, they say learning is performance. Show them on that time, on that day, and in that format, and they will give you a number that follows you around. You cannot have both. And right now, schools are tilting towards performance. I am not here to say my teachers are bad. I'm not here to say school is bad. They're both not. They're both great, actually. But school of which has a system that has a contradiction built into it. We're being told to learn one way, but we are measured by another. I like art. That may seem irrelevant, but bear with me here for a second. I like art. When I'm at home, or when I have time, I draw. I test out new styles, new poses, I make mistakes, I retry again. Simple. I have nothing that I can really dread about. Nothing I can worry, so I can be bad at it all I want while on the way of being good at it. Then, I walk into my art class. With it, I feel something I never feel when I'm at home drawing. Pressure. Pressure not to make a mistake. Pressure to follow the standards. Pressure that if I do make a mistake, that little important point is going to go down. There is research on this. According to psychologist Eric Westby, he stated that creative students are oftentimes one of the students that are least favored by teachers. Not because they are bad students, but because of their behavior. They ask questions. They make mistakes. They try new things. These are the behaviors that school punishes. We say we want creativity, but they grade it in a way that makes creativity risky. So, here is what I think is happening. School is supposed to prepare us for the future, but the future is in the age of AI, and the world needs people who can think, who can adapt, who can try new things, fail, and try again. But right now, school says that the safest thing to do is to never make a mistake. That is a risky thing to prepare the world with, and I think we all know this. We all notice that we're being told mistakes are okay and graded like they're not. So, what would I change? One. Just one. One I got to ignite. And it starts with 6 words. Get rid of one-time assessments. One-time assessments does not, not one-time assessments, one-time work, does not allow for much creativity to form. Does not allow for ideas to be explored. But with one-time, multiple times work, there are tests you can retake, essays you can rewrite, projects you can return back to once you've known something. It allows for creativity and making mistakes to be much more easier and more comfortable. If there is research on this, Stanford researched this. They recommend it. The idea is not new. It's just uncommon. If schools did this one thing, then mistakes would no longer be the very thing that schools look down upon, and it's going to be the thing that we all should be looking at it at. Reflection material you can reflect on to get better. You can look back at it, see what you've done wrong, see what you could avoid next time. 1 point. 1 point is what costed me for my team. It should not be what a mistake costs as us learners. Thank you.